Is everyone bringing a treat for the Emmy party? I made How I Met Your Muffins.
New Adventures of Old Crispies.
Lost carrots.
That's ham.
Or is it?
I'll put $100 on Glee to win.
You like Glee?
I like $200.
I'm only going to this party for you guys, and I don't subscribe to the ritual worship of self-indulgent narcissists making long-winded speeches
Play her
about
off,
causes
Aben.
that only they possibly care
The
about.
Primetime Emmys, brought to you in part by the all-new Infiniti QX56. Community premieres Thursday, September 23rd on NBC.
And we're back with another episode of Community here at Shelf Life.
I didn't know how long you were gonna go. I was like, I'll just let him.
I was trying to make it like it was some sort of Breakfast Club thing or like freeze frame.
It was
because I
very
put my
freeze
fists up
frame-esque.
in the air.
Yeah,
and then I just sat there and wanted to see how long Rachel could hold out. I'm guarantee you in the edit, I cut the amount of time that I made people sit and wait for me.
It was a lot longer than you think it was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I do that a few times to Rachel. I just want to screw with her, you know.
It's great.
You know. You have to. It's part of the fun. Anyway, Rachel, we're back. We have another class here. Actually, this is more of a after school or like club. Mm-hmm. It's a team, an extracurricular, I think, is what you would call it. Rachel, what is the next episode we are talking about today?
We are going to be talking about Debate 109.
That's right. This
Episode
is
9.
Clearly why it's 109 too, because it's the first
season 1, episode 9.
Episode 9. They're so clever, those
Now look how
community
clever that
people.
is.
This episode debuted on November 12th, 2009. It was directed by Joe Russo and written by Tim Hobart. Mm-hmm. Rachel, what's Debate 109 about?
Debate 109 is about Annie and Jeff on a debate team debating another school? Yes.
Yeah, a city college.
A city college.
City college, which is the rival community college in whatever city they are in, which is somewhere in Colorado. I don't know if you ever find out what city it's in. It's
I don't
just
know if we do.
Colorado.
Right.
You assume it's like Boulder or something, but you never
Probably.
really find out. There is a big debate competition? What do you call a debate?
It's a debate.
That's what I was going to say. Like, it's just a debate.
There's a big debate.
Yeah. Between
yeah.
City College and Greendale, and of course Annie is on the debate team, and her partner. I'm surprised there aren't like 3 or 4 people that would be on the debate squad here.
I was surprised there's you only have like you and a partner. I would have expected like a few people.
A few. And City College has like 3.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that's just another sign of Greendale being a place where no one really wants to be a part of anything. It's very apathetic. So there's only Annie and some other person is on the debate squad. But yeah, that's the story here. This is the introduction of City College, and it's the introduction of Jeffrey Simmons, who is the antagonist in this episode. I'm going to get into it when we talk about it. He's a one-off, and I've always disliked the fact that he's a one-off.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he doesn't come back. It would have been kind of fun if he did.
He's a good
villain. Yes.
Yeah, he's a good villain.
He's a good villain.
It just feels like there could have been so much
he
to
just
do with him
rolls around a corner, like in a future episode, just like, hello, winger. You know, like, I want that.
There's the episode that we won't get to for a while for us because it's us. But when they do the sequels to the paintball and City College takes over the school, like Simmons should have showed up.
Yes.
That would have been a good spot for him to be
so.
an antagonist.
Right.
Or any of the other times like City College, because the dean, of course, hates City College and all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, shall we get right into it, Rachel?
Yes.
Rachel was thinking of a debate
I was, and I couldn't think of any.
Which is like rejoinder. I will sanction your rejoinder. I was not on the debate. Were you on the debate team? Was there a debate team in our high school?
There was a debate team, yes.
There was?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember there being one. I don't know who the hell could have been on it.
I wasn't on the debate team. I was in like a speech team. It wasn't like you did debates.
There was a speech team,
but
yeah.
I did do the speech team.
that.
So I would have to like memorize speeches and do those.
Yeah, I remember the speech team. I just don't remember the debate team because the speech team was like, I remember specifically there was one where you like had to improvise speeches.
Yeah.
And,
so it's like similar, an idea of that.
Yeah. I remember doing Scholastic Bowl.
Yes, that too.
When I was smart. Mm-hmm. But I don't remember debate.
I never liked doing debates. I remember doing them in like grade school. They made us do debates and I never liked it.
In grade school?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I never was a huge fan of that.
Anyway, let's get right into it. This is Debate 109. The show begins. Pierce is telling a story to the study group. He's trying to tell a joke, clearly droning on because the study group is growing impatient. Did you notice that Annie has her like debate outfit on?
She does.
They're setting
it's her cute little sweater and everything. Yes.
She's got her sweater on for it. Pierce finally gets to the punchline. He says to the housekeeper, "We don't even have a pool." I cannot do the Chevy Chase like no air laugh. I've always enjoyed that no air laugh.
Yes.
Abed and Troy are not there. They're absent.
They're probably
and then
in a class or doing something, I would assume. Shenanigans.
I don't think we find out where Abed is, but Troy was somewhere else watching Abed's videos. We find out in a minute. Meanwhile, the dean comes in on the intercom and he gives an update, which he usually does. And then Pierce is like, now I got to start all over again. And Britta gets super frustrated and stops him and yells at him.
Yes. Couldn't hold it any longer. She's been sitting there like twitching.
Yeah, she's like all agitated and like
Yes.
pacing and stuff. You don't really know why. And then Jeff with a really good line because he says, "I'm saying this to you as a friend."
I'm saying this because I care about you and you're my friend. You need to start smoking again.
I really think you should. They said it makes you lose weight and your skin looks really great when you do smoke.
Guys, I really appreciate your support.
You need to start smoking again because Britta is trying to
She's
give
trying
up
to quit.
smoking.
So it's like just making her
crazy.
Yes.
The rest of them try to encourage her to start smoking because she's super irritable because she stopped smoking. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember which one says it. I think it's Shirley who says, "Your skin looks great when you smoke." Rachel, I have never smoked, as everyone knows. I'm a good little boy.
I also have never smoked.
So I cannot relate to the idea of not smoking and becoming super irritable about it. I was trying to think if there's anything that
Is there anything that you have that's like a vice that if you got like stopped doing it, if you ate something or like some sort of nervous tick
I don't know. I couldn't think of anything where I've like just been like, okay, I gotta stop doing that. Like I don't eat well, of course. And then maybe there is something and I'm just not aware that I became irritable because I gave something up or like got over it or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
You know? Were you thinking of anything? Was there anything on your mind?
The only thing I could think of would be if I stopped drinking coffee. But at the same time, I don't have to drink coffee, so it's not
okay. You can just stop. You can just stop anytime. She says.
I have. Like when we're on vacation, or if I'm at like mom and dad's house, I drink a lot less coffee than when I'm at home.
I was gonna say, we just went on a vacation, Rachel, and you went and got your coffee. Partially because I said I want to wake up to the smell of coffee.
That too.
Because it's not a vacation if you don't wake up to the smell of coffee.
I just always want the smell of coffee, so...
It's a great smell. I mean, I have several candles that smell like coffee, just in case I don't have a particular coffee smell in the house at all times. Anyway. So, Pierce tells Britta that he could help her to get over stopping smoking.
Say that again. Say that all again.
Pierce offers to help her trying to stop smoking. Is that better?
I don't know. Something sounds wrong.
Offers to help her
to get over smoking.
In her attempt to stop smoking. Pierce tries to help her offers to help her in her attempt to stop smoking.
There we go. By
telling her that he is a hypnotherapist. She takes him up on the offer, and Jeff is like, "What? Why?" And she's like, "I feel kind of bad for him." Why does she say she feels bad for him though? Is it just because he's old?
I guess maybe it's
or
because maybe she thinks he doesn't... Is it just because she wants him to feel useful as an old man?
I think it's the useful part, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Troy comes in, and he's got a laptop, and he shows them the film department's website, where Abed's films are all online, and the films are all about he's made his own community.
Yes,
because
he
of course
has.
Abed is partially a Dan Harmon self-insert. So he's made a film about the study group. And there's a bunch of actors that mimic the group. The show is called The Community College Chronicles. So this is another cool Abed production.
Yes.
I wondered if it was called the Community College Chronicles because of like the Seinfeld Chronicles, that being like the first name for Seinfeld was the Seinfeld Chronicles.
Oh,
Something
potentially
like
then.
a little,
Maybe it was a little nod to that then.
In the the Abed film, they're talking about how the Jeff character does not have a place to stay, that he's homeless. And they're like, hey, they're having the same conversation we did a week ago. And Troy goes, yeah, but this was posted 2 weeks ago. And there's, of course, an old man who apparently is Chevy Chase's in real life, not stunt double, but stand-in.
Oh, really? That's fun.
And he has been for and he was for 30 years, Chevy's stand-in.
That's great.
And
I love that.
And I love that. And Pierce is like, hey, who's that old guy? And then they're like, it's
he comes
Pierce,
up and goes like, I'm Pierce Hawthorne or something.
Yeah, Pierce Hawthorne. He's like, hey! Yeah. Later on, the Dean, Annie, and Professor Whitman returns, Rachel. Professor Whitman is back. So he does come back to us. That's
comes back to
I didn't
us.
remember that he was in another episode.
Only a little bit. I feel like it's just kind of like it's like a
It's
there
a
he is for a
supporting
second.
role.
Oh,
Yeah,
there he is
yeah.
again for just a little bit.
But it's enough that he has a couple of good lines in this.
Yeah.
They're trying to get Jeff to be part of the debate team. Like we said, Annie's partner is sick or out, and the big debate with City College is coming up. And Professor Whitman tells him that he should drink from the cup of life rather than romanticizing his nether regions in front of the E channel. Obviously, as a joke about Joel McHale hosting the soup.
Of course.
He says
I liked the soup.
The soup was really fun.
It was really enjoyable.
We need the soup again. We need
I don't
to
think they
bring
could
back
do it.
Tag bring back the soup. Yeah, they could.
I don't know. I'm doubtful. I don't think they could do it.
Rachel is casting doubt. She's challenging you, universe,
That's right.
to bring back the soup.
I am. That's what's happening.
Maybe you could do it, Rachel. Do you want
I'm
to try?
the soup?
We could. Why not?
You could be the soup.
We could do it.
We could do the
I mean,
soup.
I'll stand in front of a green screen and do it. That's fine.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of content out there, but it's mostly bad. So I think that we could
I
probably
think we could totally do it.
And if not us,
Who?
I mean, I'm truly asking because I think that somebody else should do it. But if we have to,
then we can
we'll
do
have
it.
to.
Yeah. We don't want to, but we will. We will.
We will if we have to. I don't want to do it. So Jeff says that he'll pass, and he walks away from them, and the dean gets mad at him. He calls him a jerkwad. Because the dean, this is the most pressure we've seen from the dean, where the dean is just like, look, the best compliment our sports programs ever get is our basketball team is really gay. And he's clearly jealous of City College.
Oh,
he's
of course.
envious of the fact that they're the better school. So he is so desperate to have some sort of validation about them. So he's like, you are this hotshot lawyer. You've fallen into our laps here. This is our chance to actually beat City College at something. Mm-hmm. And the dean offers anything for Jeff to do this. Certain favors, maybe a night of companionship.
No, a parking space is just enough, I think.
Yes. Jeff is all right taking it with a parking spot in lieu of a night of companionship. I do like
dean.
Rachel.
I mean, or
With
maybe
the-
somebody
with
else.
the dean.
It might not have been the
Yes.
dean, but the dean, I think, was offering himself just
He
in
was
case.
offering, yes.
But
He was
anybody.
absolutely offering. That parking spot becomes a plot point throughout the season,
Yes.
too, that Jeff got
It's
the
just
parking
constantly.
spot.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
And I like that. It's they continue that. That's the good writing of Community, where it's they don't ignore what has happened previously for this particular show.
Yeah.
Britta is with Pierce, and they're in I feel like they're in the same place that Pierce was practicing with Vaughn's band because they're in like this
yes
room with a bunch of musical instruments.
I think it is. It's got to be the same room. Because it
And
does.
there's a
It has like the
couch.
sound, like
It's got the walls,
stuff on it.
the
Yes.
soundproof walls, and there's like a jazz band set up. Britta's on a
quiet
couch.
room.
Yeah, it's quiet room, so that you can get your it's acoustically friendly, unlike the Shelf Life
For
Studios.
music and hypnotism.
That's right. And Britta is laying on the couch. She's getting ready to be put under hypnosis by Pierce, who's sitting in a chair like a therapist. She's like, "What are you gonna do? Something with a pocket watch and wave it in front of my face?" And he's like, of course, got a pocket watch with him with his like manual on how to do it. He just goes like, "Oh, this I'm just telling the time," and he like throws it behind him. He starts, and she clearly isn't taking this seriously.
Well, I mean, I think she might be trying, but it can be hard to become hypnotized. People say that it's like
I don't really
to be
think
like
I don't
relaxed.
really believe that hypnotism is like a thing. It's
I assume it's just a state of relaxation and kind of meditation.
Yeah.
It's more of a meditative
Yeah.
state, and like I don't think
I say
a
it's
lot.
drugs.
They tell people that you might not be able to do it because if you can't get yourself into a meditative state, you're not going to be able to
sure.
have it actually.
I could never get my
work the way it's
brain
supposed
to stop thinking, so that would be a problem for me.
Right. It's
Like
true.
it just
No, I understand.
100%.
Yeah.
So she's trying to pretend to sleep, or she's trying to pretend to fall asleep, and Pierce goes into his hypnosis instructions, which are
And when you feel the desire to light up a cigarette, you will associate these urges with the things in your life that disgust you. Bad tasting food, sex with men, wearing attractive clothing.
and she of course like keeps like opening her eye like what an asshole or whatever.
Of course, yes.
As he's talking and he's explaining how to like fall into hypnosis to Britta, he trips on the musical instruments that are in there for some reason. It's a great Chevy Chase fall. It's a great Pierce fall, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm in so much pain," and like saying, you know, "Someone help me!" And in the meantime, Britta is pretending to be asleep because she doesn't want to reveal to Pierce that she's not really under hypnosis. And Pierce, while he's in agony, just goes, "Damn my talent!"
It's great.
I love that. And at some point in my life, Rachel, I do want to shout, "Damn my beautiful talent," or whatever he says. Annie wants to strategize with Jeff, go through the debate, and she tells him that the debate is about whether or not man is evil. They're on the side that man is evil.
Sure.
So she's like, we want to do like, you know, the Stanford prison experiment, this and that, the other. And he's like, you know what, I think I can handle it. So he really doesn't want to put anything together because he's just like, I'm a big shot city lawyer. I think I can handle a community college debate.
Right.
Because in his mind, a debate is really just convincing the audience that you're right.
Which
It's
isn't.
not.
Yeah, that's not like a school debate, though. That's not.
It shouldn't be any debate in reality. That's
Sure.
a political debate, yes.
That's
but
that's
real
not like a
debate,
factual debate.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
Yeah, it's an opinionated.
About presenting an argument. Yes.
Right.
They're in the study room when this is all happening. Britta walks in. Jeff asks Britta how the session went. Mm-hmm. Britta says that Pierce wants one more session.
Of course.
And she's stuck now, basically, because she let him do it once, and now she's kind of stuck with it. Mm-hmm. Troy and Shirley come in, and they're upset about the videos. They're talking about how he's a soothsayer.
He's a witch.
He's a witch. All right, I've got to say, when they do the thing, when Abed walks in, and then
I know what you're gonna say. You watch my movies on the website. He's a witch! Get him! No, I'm not a witch.
is hilarious. The timing on that and the way that they just go from Shirley to Troy saying that is so good. I love that. Abed tries to explain to them that he is not a witch. He's not some sort of soothsayer.
No, he just
or
pays
Nostradamus. He is just someone that really understands human behavior. And he understands and can predict what they'll all do. So he can come up with storylines where they'll react in the same way that they would react in real life.
Right.
So he goes over and he says, like, take Shirley, for instance.
Sweet, Christian, generous person.
And of course, after he says this, she goes, oh, that's nice.
At the same time.
Abed
that's
says it
nice.
too.
Yes.
Knowing that she's going to say it. And then she goes, careful, boy. And Abed does it at the same time.
Oh, no, because he says, because you have thinly veiled rage issues. That's when she goes, careful, boy. Yeah.
Jeff is very vain. They make the observation that Jeff is very vain. And they're showing that he's very vain. He's, like, looking at his fingernails, and his shirt is matching his socks. It is these... Could you explain what he's wearing, Rachel?
He's got a plaid shirt on. It's like a plaid, creamy, red and white, whatever, shirt on.
Yeah.
But yes, I did not notice his socks until you just said that. But his socks match his shirt. They are also plaid, the same like material coloring and everything. Yeah, it's weird.
In the commentary for this, Dan Harmon said that he thought that the joke was flatter than it should have been, because what the joke should have been in his mind was, he says, I'm not vain. And then as he says that, he puts his foot up on the desk to reveal that the sock is the same as the shirt.
Yeah.
I think it works either way. And like the other people on the commentary were like, well, we only have so much time. Like it works. You get the joke. It's fine. They show in the video that Pierce in Abed's films has injured his leg.
Yes.
And at the same time, then Pierce walks in with his leg in a cast.
Yes.
So he's a witch. And they're all like staring at him like weirdly. And then Pierce, which I thought that you would have realized that his socks matches his shirt, Rachel, because Pierce is one of my favorite lines of the season, because he goes, Jeff, I think your shirt is trying to get out of your pants.
It is very silly. I think I somehow just completely missed that. But yeah, so now, like, we have Troy and Shirley wanting to know what's going to happen, because Troy's crying in his video as well. Even Abed, when Pierce walked in, had a kind of this look on his face like, huh, that was
okay. I missed Abed's face.
It was kind of like a
Abed
weird
is like,
coincidence.
Right, because Abed truly is like, no. I'm just doing this because I know like what the next things are gonna happen to you guys.
He's
gonna
start thinking he's a wizard. He's gonna start thinking he is a wizard. This is what's happening.
He's gonna start thinking, yeah, he's Inspector Spacetime.
That's right.
We cut to the debate, and Annie is using Lord of the Flies as an example of man being evil. Stay tuned. And then she's very... I had to, right?
Yes.
She's very stilted.
Of course.
Because she's like, William Golding's Lord of the Flies teaches us that man is evil. And she like has these hand motions that are very stiff. And she's very stiffly reciting her arguments. Mm-hmm. They have these like headsets on as they debate as well. That's you know, for later. And then City College has their star debater, Jeffrey Simmons. Rachel, please describe Jeffrey Simmons.
He's a douche. But anyways.
he is smug, he's arrogant.
He so is. Yes.
And he is, and that's I think why he makes a good villain for Jeff.
Oh, he's so perfect. Yes.
Because Jeff is also smug and arrogant, but in a different way. This guy is a smug and arrogant intellectual.
Yes.
His arrogance is derived from his intelligence, whereas Jeff's arrogance is derived from his status and outward appearance, his look, his cosmetics.
His charisma. Mm-hmm.
And that's why they make a really good protagonist-antagonist, because they're both jerks.
Right.
But they're two sides of the coin.
It's two sides of the same coin. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. He has the weird shaggy beard. Well, kind of.
I thought it's a soul patch.
It's not a shaggy beard, because his is on the tip.
A soul patch.
So it's a soul patch, and then I think
because Annie calls him. He's got a ponytail.
Because it's like a low ponytail. Yeah.
Yeah. Annie calls him Soul Patch Simmons at one
That's
point.
right. That's right. Soul Patch. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also in a wheelchair, but who cares? He's a douche.
No, because.
That comes into play. It does come into play.
It does come into play. We have to say that, but that's what kind of makes it a brilliant asshole character.
Yes.
Is that he is in a wheelchair.
He is.
But it's like that South Park Simpsons rule where it's like, no, we're not making him sympathetic because he's in a wheelchair. He's a jerk. He's an asshole.
And I love that.
And no one cares that he's in a wheelchair.
Nobody cares.
He's just an asshole.
He's just an ass.
Simmons goes up to do his statistics and gives statistics about how men are good. Mm-hmm. He talks about how different people have like donated organs and stuff and all these different statistics. And then he goes, and then just today, a bald, bespectacled man held a door open for a man in a wheelchair. Meaning that the dean held the door open for Simmons.
And he kind of was like, oh!
Because he points to
and
the
he was
dean.
also upset about it.
He mutters to himself, he goes, I hate this guy.
Yep.
Because he does the thing that the dean would do where he
yes,
thank you.
Yes.
He
kind of does like a
namaste
type thing. Yeah.
But as he does it, he goes, I hate this guy.
Yep, it's great. It's perfect.
The crowd goes wild. There's a ton of people there for City College, and there's like nobody there for Greendale except our study group and like some other stragglers.
And the mascot.
People. The mascot is there. The human
there.
being is there. The
Yes.
human being is there. Yes. It's Jeff's turn to go, and Whitman gives him some advice.
It's
he
great
tells
advice.
him,
Go on.
It's advice that I think about all the time before I have to
hope
give
not.
this speech. You know, if we ever had to do Shelf Life Live, so he says
God, no.
little trick. You don't want to do Shelf Life Live, Rachel?
Oh no, I don't want to ever imagine what you're about to say. Go on.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Little trick for achieving the proper competitive mindset. I always envision my opponent having aggressive sex with my mother.
It's too much.
So Jeff takes the headset, but he won't put it on. He's using it like a microphone. Like he is holding it like upside down, so it's like a microphone in his hand.
Yes.
And he does his lawyer thing. And he walks up to the one judge, like the middle judge, the head judge, and he's like, I didn't catch your name. And I love that he has to flip
He
the
like
name.
moves it. Like, I didn't get your name? Yeah.
Because it's right there. And she's like, well, you look very pretty today. And he's trying to say that, like, I only am being nice to you for my own selfish vanity to try to get you to curry favor with me.
Right.
Rather than admitting that you put all this time and effort into yourself because I'm a jerk. I'm vain. And, like, man is evil because that's the way that man works. And he tries to, like, use that as his argument. He starts singing. He's getting the crowd to sing,
yeah, it's like obnoxious.
Evil woman. And, yeah. But you could see Jeff Winger doing this in a courtroom. I don't know how you get away with it without the prosecution like objecting. But you could see him doing these tactics with the jury or with a witness or something like that. The debate team seems unmoved. They know that this isn't going to work. Annie's like kind of getting into it.
Yeah, she's trying to like. She's just trying to give encouragement. I think is the idea. She's trying to be positive.
After the first round, Greendale is down 50-8.
8. Poor Annie.
So Jeff walks up to the table and he's like,
"How did they only give her 8 points?"
Because she was so stilted.
But she still was making her points. That's fine.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, Rachel. I don't disagree. But apparently, it was compared to Simmons, and Simmons' posse, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, it's not. If they're doing with a point system within what it's what they're doing themselves, it shouldn't be compared. It should be you get these points, you get these points. Okay, now
I have a feeling.
It's hard to say.
Like, strength of argument.
Yes.
Your poise.
Right.
The way that you present it,
Absolutely.
your ability to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Those should all be factored into it.
And then also the other side's argument towards yours, right? If they do a rebuttal type of statement.
Yeah, if there was a rebuttal.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's just my opinion. I feel like it was just a little mean, but I guess it's a community college, so I guess they can be a little meaner. I don't know.
All those community college debates are always like
they're hard
super
asses.
Cutthroat.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Everyone knows that. So if anyone out there is looking for a really nasty debate judge, call up Shelf Life Rachel. She'll come in and throw hands.
I'll throw hands? I guess I
Well,
could.
you'll be a fair and impartial judge.
Thank
with
you.
Your,
that sounds better.
Your rating
That's right.
technique here.
That's right.
Jeff can't believe it, so he goes up to the judge's table and he's like, how did I only get 8 points? And the judge says, she got 8 points. You got 0. This is debate, not American Idol.
Yes.
Simmons tells Jeff that, like, oh yeah, you, Jeff, big hot shot city lawyer, all sizzle, no steak.
Yep.
Which he is right. Like, in this particular setting, Jeff is not going to be able to get away with his usual hotshot tactics.
Exactly.
He can't do this kind of thing. That's why I really like this episode. Because of the fact that Jeff is on the defensive,
mm-hmm.
he has to figure out a new way to win.
Right, he has
can't
to adjust.
just do his usual... He realizes that this is not the real world. and he can't be the hotshot city lawyer here.
Mm-hmm.
Simmons is being a dick about it some more, and he's kind of taunting the team. But at that same time, the basketball team comes in, and they are very, very gay.
Oh, they're very gay, yes. They all have mustaches, too. It's very interesting.
Well, I mean,
crop top jerseys, mustaches.
They all have crop top
very
jerseys.
Short shorts.
Yes. And Whitman, I don't remember the exact word. I wrote it down. I tried to make sure that I got what he said right. Because I think he says, "Guy Zooks, what kind of jackassery is this?"
By Zeus.
He says, "By Zeus."
I would have thought it was Gad Zooks, but I think
I thought he said Gad Zooks.
It says, well, this in the closed captions. Let me see what it says. Let me hear it. Hold
okay,
on.
we're just gonna double check on this. This is important, folks. This is what we come to Shelf Life for.
No, it's by Zeus. It's by Zeus.
It's by Zeus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I
like
love that
Gad
they come
Zooks
in and it's just like, all right, hustlers, I just want to see you go out there. It was great.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So the debate is suspended until tomorrow because the basketball team has the gym. They have the court. They get time to figure out
I mean, it's only half.
what to do.
If they can just practice on half the court, then they're fine.
I think you have to concentrate and stuff.
The
I think
squeaking and the
valid.
basketballs it's not enough, or do you think that the basketball players would get distracted by the debate going on?
Well, both obviously. In the commentary, they talked about Dan Harmon didn't like the gay basketball team joke, but the Russos thought it was funny, so they left it in.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Harmon was already burnt out, so he was just like, I just let them do whatever they wanted in this episode.
Oh, jeez.
The joke should have been, and I agree with Harmon about this, that the gay basketball team is amazing at basketball.
Oh, yeah.
So they're
not?
Dunking and shooting.
Yes.
You don't really see that because it's just in the background.
Right.
But if you saw a bunch of them line up and start dunking the basketball gaily,
I would have liked
that.
Oh, yeah.
Very effeminate.
Swish and then
yes.
the wrist and everything. I love it.
Doing a limp wrist slam dunk or something.
Beautiful.
That would have been funny. Yes.
Yeah.
Very not unlike the Dave Chappelle show sketch about where Prince and his squad of friends beat up Charlie Murphy's friends in a game of basketball while they're wearing all their Prince outfits and stuff. So the debate is moved. The human being is ashamed of Jeff. He kind of shakes his head at Jeff, and Jeff's like, hey, don't look at me like that.
That's what you get. Now the human being is upset. Look what you've done. Look what you've done.
Now look what you've done. You've upset the human being. Annie is trying to convince Jeff to finally study for this, and she tells him that maybe Simmons is right. You really are all sizzle and no steak. You probably couldn't beat him if you tried. So she's trying reverse psychology on Jeff, and Jeff goes, what do you mean I can't beat him? You and I are going to study harder than we've ever studied before and beat City College tomorrow. And Annie goes, really? And Jeff goes, no, who am I? iCarly? And so
of course.
iCarly, by the way, Rachel... Probably gonna have to cover some iCarly.
I think we could.
I like the reference to iCarly. 2009, big year for iCarly. I thought iCarly was a pretty good show, despite the fact that Sam, the actress, hates iCarly.
Oh, I know that
because
kind
of what
sucks.
she was forced to do.
She was
there's
so
a
fun
lot
in
of
it, though. I
problems
loved
with that
her
show.
in it, so it was just but
there's a lot of problems with that show and that production.
Oh,
but
of course.
it was a good show.
It was fun. It was a fun one. Gibby.
But I love
Gibby,
that
right?
reference.
Gibby.
Oh yeah. Fucking Gibby, man.
Yeah.
But I just love that Jeff associates do-gooderness with iCarly of all things. That's just funny to me. Annie tries a different tactic. Earlier in the study room, when Abba was trying to explain that he can understand everyone's emotions and behaviors, because he's like, Jeff is very vain, but stuff bothers him more than he lets on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Jeff says, I'm not vain. He doesn't refute the second point. He just doesn't want them to think he's vain.
Right. That's his bigger issue.
Which, of course, is the most obvious thing about Jeff Winger.
Absolutely.
Here comes Simmons, Rachel. Just being smug. This little shit. This shit heel.
Fedora, scarf.
He's got a fedora!
And waving through, the hallway
well, because he's strutting. That's him strutting.
Exactly.
He folds one of his legs over the other so he can see me. And I love
when
he has
more douchey. Oh, it's great.
His toady behind him. There's there's a turned down trash can for no apparent reason.
Yeah, why is that?
And he tells the guy, kick that for me. So that he kicks the trash can.
Oh god, I love it.
So Simmons comes by. He's got a scarf on, and he's there to taunt Jeff. Big city lawyer. Now he's a loser. And Annie's like, shut up, Simmons. Jeff didn't understand the rules. Simmons with a good retort here. He is a good debater, Rachel, because he says, what's your excuse? 8 points. And then he does his little Annie Adderall.
What's your excuse? 8 points.
Dude, leave her out of this.
Little Annie Adderall was an outcast in high school.
That's it.
Dude, we're gonna debate the living crap out of you. We've got some preparing to do.
He did his research.
He is a bully.
He's 100% a bully. Yes, he is. Absolutely.
So Jeff now is like, all right, fine. You know what? We're going to kick your ass. Now he's all ready to do it because he pushed Jeff over the edge. And now Jeff needs to prove that he's better than Soul Patch Simmons.
Oh, of course.
Troy, who was crying in one of the videos earlier, is walking through one of the study areas, and he's crying.
He's crying because his feet are long and stupid.
Because Britta in her irritable state I could just picture it too, with Britta just being like Troy must have like stepped on her, like did the flat tired her or something, you know, something like that, and just was like, your feet are long and stupid.
Right.
Yeah, but you're just right. The way that she said it.
My feet are long and stupid.
My feet are long and stupid. So Shirley sees that Troy is crying, and she's like, oh no, Abed!
That's right.
So she goes and asks Abed, like, okay, you better predict my future, Abed, because I need to know what's going to happen next. Abed says to her, like, I wouldn't worry about it, Shirley. Like, here is what's going to happen in my next video.
Yes.
And Shirley is...
She does call him a Middle Eastern magic 8-ball.
She does. Shirley's lines are so good.
They're so quick.
Yvette Nicole Brown says them so fucking fast.
Yes.
It's seamless. It's like poetry.
She's so clever. It's
It's
beautiful.
like a poem hearing her do these lines. And what does Abed show?
So Shirley is running, I think that's in the library. She's running away from a werewolf in the library.
Yeah. There's a werewolf chasing her. It looks like it's Troy as a werewolf.
Yes, because it's got the
Leatherman jacket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, Jeff, actor, with Annie, actor, who I love the fact that Annie, actor, is wearing this terrible wig because like Abed cast like a blonde or a redhead, so he has wearing this terrible wig.
Mm-hmm.
And they're making out.
Yes.
And Shirley is like, oh, well, okay, that is not going to happen.
Yeah, you're a fool. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, Jeff is 20 years older than Annie or whatever. Like, that's not going to happen. She dismisses it, and she's like, okay, you're not a soothsayer or anything. You're just making your little weird videos. And she moves on.
Just
Jeff
coincidence.
Just a bunch of coincidences. That's nice.
That's nice.
Oh, that's nice. Jeff and Annie are studying. And Jeff says that he has a pain above his eyebrow. And Annie says, it's a stress headache. I had my first one when I was 4. Like, get your head in the game, Winger. I don't remember if we ever meet the Edisons to, like, learn how Annie has made her. Because Annie is, like, that ultra type A Hermione Granger personality.
Right.
Where she's, like, been pushed too far and pushing herself too far.
Absolutely. A perfectionist and all of that.
Yeah. Where you ever meet her parents and find out, like, you know, why she is the way she is?
No, I wonder that. I wonder that because, I mean, I guess she does say the mom said something about her being in the cheerleader outfit and stuff before we've done that. But I was just like, I wonder if they are either on her ass all the time or not at all, and that's why she's the way she is. Ah. Like the opposite effect.
Like Flanders' family being the beatniks. Or Spinelli's parents being, like, stereotypical, like, geeky parents.
Yes, right.
So they take the opposite path.
Yes. Because it was there was just no structure, and so she couldn't stand it,
so
and
she
it just
did it herself.
It just forced it in her own head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Matilda.
Like very Matilda.
Yes.
Yes.
Just like Matilda.
Matilda.
Just the way that Rachel like realized that she was like, yes, like Matilda. So they go back and forth about how they're going to do the debate. Jeff says like, well, why don't you go a little off book?
Yeah, she needs to loosen up, which is true.
Yeah, you need to
She's
loosen
a bit
up
robotic.
a little bit. Yeah, you're a robot debater, and he even does the hand motion that she did to like make his point. And she's like, you know what? I guess you're right. I do need to loosen up a little bit. So she's all that's herself.
She does. She puts
she
her hair down.
She puts the hair down. Jeff thinks that she's super hot, and I am gonna say,
she's adorable.
Alison Brie looks she looks ridiculously good.
She's very
cute. She's very, very hot, and she looks so good. She puts the hair down, and it's like, okay, I got it.
When you get that windswept, like whooshy hair, it looks great. It looks great.
She looks very good in this scene in particular. Shirley walks in, and she goes, "Be careful, you two. Abed thinks that you're going to kiss," and then just kind of like laughs it off and like walks out.
And Jeff has this look on his face. He looks like all of a sudden he like de-aged for a second, like, oh God, I'm like a teenager. Like that's what he was acting like.
Well, because the sexual tension has ratcheted up.
Now, it's there. Oh, it's there.
She comes over with a quote. Do you remember what the quote is, Rachel? Because it has to do with men giving into their desires.
Yeah, because then she like bends over and Annie's boobs are in his face. Man.
Not the monkey, Annie's literal
Man is
boobs.
a collection. Man is a collection of base animal urges. To act on them and experience the sinful pleasure would be morally no different than taking a breath.
Yeah, and her boobs are, of course,
right there,
hanging out
in eye view. All he has to do is peek, and it's like down the shirt. There it is.
Anyway, so yes, the sexual tension all ratcheted up. They were staring at each other after Shirley said that, and then they are like looking at each other for a second. So it's like super, super tense, and then they just go, okay, you know what? I think maybe we should study alone.
Well, yeah, because they can't be, because it's like the reproductive versus productive comes in, and she's just like, oh, God.
Yeah, I think we'll be more reproductive. I mean, productive. Yeah. This is a sitcom trope about the sexual tension between characters. I particularly remember it on another debate episode, Rachel.
Oh, interesting.
It is in a debate episode with South Park.
Ah.
Where Cartman is on the same debate team with Wendy.
Yes. Yes.
And this same
thing
happens.
Yes. It does.
Where Cartman and Wendy are having sexual tension over double stuffed Oreos. And Annie and Wendy can't get over it, so before she can give out the rest of the debate, she walks over and kisses Cartman so that she can get over the sexual tension. And then my favorite beat about the entire rest of that episode is that Stan sits there dumbfounded with his mouth agape, and Cartman's like doing little dances to tease Stan.
Oh my God.
It's beautiful.
It's hilarious.
So did Community kind of rip off South Park there? Just a tad. Just a little bit. Because it's a debate and there's sexual tension. But it got me to thinking, it got me wondering, because I remembered that, kind of just now, actually. Because I was like, I know I've seen this before, and it just like clicked with me as we were talking.
Yeah.
Is this a trope? Sexual tension is a trope in sitcoms, for sure.
I think
but is it particularly a trope about being like in a competition or a debate or something like that? Because I could see Matt and Trey, oh, this is like the old trope, but we're doing it with 8-year-olds, and it's Wendy and Cartman, so that makes it even funnier. One thing about the sexual tension.
Yes.
I thought, Rachel, I want your opinion on this.
Mm-hmm. So I like a good sexual tension. That's fun. Go on.
Sure. It comes up in this scene to vault this potential love interest between Annie and Jeff.
Of course.
But it comes up in this scene.
Right.
And then again at the end of the episode.
Yes.
Do you think that there should have been
a third
hints of it at the beginning, more foreshadowing for this scene, because there's nothing about it in any of the other scenes, in my opinion, that I caught on to.
No, there isn't.
In any of their other interactions.
Do you
think that there should have been that?
It would have been a little nice to have something, like a third something somewhere. This is supposed to be the point where it happens,
it escalates.
though. So it's like, well, it's not the escalation. This isn't the escalation. This is the start.
Right. Right. I guess I'm okay with it the way that you're framing it there, because you're saying, like, this is when Jeff realizes that Annie is
hot.
a hot young woman. Yeah.
It's just, that's it. She's hot. And Annie, being Annie, is just like, well, Jeff is hot. That's fine.
Fall for it. Yeah, no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah. She's a bit naive and falls in love,
with everyone.
And gets attracted to everything very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I will allow it. Because I was thinking, like, I kind of wonder if it would have worked better if there was a little foreshadowing, a sense of this, something to...
But I think that's...
hang your hat on a little bit more.
I think that is why it's better this way, is only because, those two kissing? No way.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. We all feel that. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. And then later, and
then because of this, then
now we kind of, you know,
I read you.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Pierce has Britta under hypnosis again. This time, Pierce catches Britta being awake, because as he's doing his speech, he, like, turns and he sees that she, like, opened the eye and, like, closes it again.
Yes.
It's like, Britta, what are you doing? Don't open your eye again.
Don't just lay there.
So he decides to mess with her. I really enjoy the way that he messes with her here. On a side note, you're going to be attracted to older men. Maybe go back to their hot tub. Maybe bring a friend, someone for a three-way, someone with slightly larger breasts.
Enough tummy to love.
What does he say? He says, like, maybe an older man with, like, a barrel-chested
man with, like, enough tummy to love.
Enough tummy to love?
That's what it is.
You will find yourself attracted to slightly older men. Perhaps some barrel-chested stud with just enough tummy to love. You'll want to buy him dinner. Then go back to his hot tub. Perhaps you'll invite one of your friends to join us for a three-way. Maybe someone with low self-esteem and slightly larger breasts.
Go to hell, you disgusting pig!
Aha!
I'm gonna make that my dating profile from now on. A barrel-chested man with just enough tummy to love.
It's good. It's a good concept. Yeah, he loves his body.
But him then saying, like, maybe bring a friend for
you'll
a
invite your friends for a three-way
to the hot tub. Someone with slightly larger breasts
and low self-esteem.
That's
right. He was trying to, like, amp it up. He was
trying to get her to. Yeah, he was doing it on purpose.
Oh,
this is one of those instances where he's not being a complete nincompoop. He's doing it on purpose to get a rise out of Britta, which she does. He's like, "Do you think I'm a joke?" And she's like, "No, I just didn't want you to feel, like, bad or anything like that."
Right.
And he's like, "How dare you pity me?" And he tries to walk out, and he falls again on the drum this time. And he's like, "Do not help me," he tells her as he struggles to get up. I think Harmon in the commentary says, it might have been the writer, but I think it was Harmon. This was based off of a friend of his went to a hypnotherapist that was terrible and it did not work.
Right.
But he felt bad, so he was pretending to be hypnotized, and the guy did, like, trip on something, and he had to just pretend like he didn't realize it.
Oh my God.
Because he didn't want to break the illusion and, like, make the guy feel bad. So he just was like, I guess I just have to let this guy be in pain.
That's funny. That's really funny that actually happened to him.
So we go back to the debate. Simmons is giving a quote by Franz Wickmeyer. He's comparing people to fallen snow and saying that we cannot blame the snow for being soiled by the earth. Essentially saying that, like, it is not man who is evil, it is their circumstances which creates evil on earth, I guess is what he's trying to say. And there's people crying all over the place, and they applaud. And Troy is crying. And he goes, and they all stare at him, and Troy goes, "What?"
What? That dude gets it.
Love Troy.
Jeff goes up, this time wearing the headset and the uniform.
That's right.
He's prepared, Rachel.
That's
He's
right.
ready to kick ass this time. And he does the quote about the Stanford experiment, wherever all the Stanford... Do people know what the Stanford experiment is? Like, Jeff explains it here, but, like, it's very famous, right?
You can go ahead and explain it a little bit extra.
I'll just say it quickly, where It was an experiment that they did. All of the students that were they split the students up into prisoners and guards. And no matter what, every student that was a guard took advantage of the fact that they were a guard and like treated the prisoner side poorly.
Right.
Every single time. Proof of something, but it was basically proof of power corrupts.
Yes, absolutely.
I wonder if it could be replicated again.
I'm curious
because
about
I don't know when it was done, but I kind of wonder if you could replicate it again because of the fact that it's such a known study. I always feel like those really old known studies sometimes
as long as you can get people to participate that aren't aware of it, I think that would be fine.
Right. He says, to quote, none righteous. Like there are no righteous, none. And he says, I know that realize Mr. Simmons, quote, was from the great Franz Wickmeyer. Mine was just from a simple desert handyman named Jesus. And there's this like the score kicks in.
Yes.
The score kicks in where it's like like it kicks up. Shirley stands up and goes, "Oh, that's nice!" And like applauds. And Simmons and Annie like lock eyes, and Annie does this little like nod, like that's right, asshole. Like we're locked.
We're coming
in now.
for you now.
It does this montage then of the debate where they go back and forth about nuclear bombs, nuclear families,
right.
Abu Ghraib, Abu from The Simpsons. I think Jeff at one point shouts, "Ketchup is a vegetable," for some reason.
I think he might.
So this montage happens.
Telemarketers.
Yes.
Ketchup is a vegetable. Yeah.
Yes. It's a pretty effective way to show like the back and forth, the rebuttal, double rejoinder, like all of the different things are happening. Whitman comes in and he's like, I love the fact that he's like out of breath. Like he's like it's a football game that he's been running up and down the sideline the entire time. And he's just like, "That boy, Jeff, you remind me of a young me with a slightly worse hair." That's just good.
It jumps to the bleachers where Shirley and Pierce are sitting together. And Pierce says, "This is a real barn burner." Then looks around and says, "Oh, geez, did I just say cross burner?" And she goes, "No, you didn't." Like,
yeah, what was that? Because I kept thinking, like, does cross burner have some sort of like meaning I don't know? Because
cross burning, like if you burn a cross, that's think about it that way.
All right. I got now I get it. That took because I was thinking like crossfire, like that's where I was like, okay,
dumbass.
All right, thank you, Rachel.
Yeah, and that is why Shirley is just like, "What is wrong with you?"
All right, I got it. Okay, now it makes a lot more sense why that joke works.
Yes.
Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
This is when Rachel explains the joke. Kevin. Every once in a while, something goes over my. I'm just a good little boy, and I didn't understand the joke. So I'm glad that Rachel was able to make me understand. I'm only in my mid-30s with postgraduate degrees.
Sometimes you just you don't catch it.
Sometimes it just goes over your head.
You just don't catch it.
Well, because here's why.
You got other shit going on in this scene.
Well, because it's a debate, and he says barn burner.
Yes.
So when he said cross burner, I was thinking crossfire.
Yes.
Like a debate, crossfire.
Right.
So I was just like, I don't get it. Like, what is that? How is that a pun to anything?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that you pointed that out. Because, like, the way that they focus in on it, I was like, I know that's a joke. Because they wouldn't have stopped the pace for it. I'm an idiot. Okay, so anyway, yes, that happens. Britta can't take the tension. She needs to go get a cigarette, so she's walking off to the side to go smoke. And Whitman tells them that they think they have this in the bag. Simmons would have to pull out a miracle to beat them. Mm-hmm. And Simmons is thinking, and he's like wheeling around, and he's trying to figure out how to
like what
beat
to say
them.
next. Yeah.
And he throws the cards.
He rips them up and throws them.
I've always enjoyed. I even remember watching this episode with my roommate in college and him getting a kick out of, and I think he even did it a little bit after the episode happened. Correct me if I'm wrong, roommate. They're like, "What's he doing?" And Abed goes, "It's a gambit." And then like nods approvingly.
Yes.
Because it's very Abed, but at the same time it's like, why is he like, I'm like, yes. we're going to see something special here.
Because
like
I guess it's like a movie thing. It's just like he's like,
yeah, I think that's why it's very
we're at
cinematic.
That point. This is great.
Yes.
So he's excited, and they're like, he's going off book.
He's going off book. It's Gambit. Simmons rolls ahead. I mean, it's
literally
comical,
rolls.
But he pushes the wheelchair because it's an electric wheelchair.
Yes.
So he pushes it forward like on full power.
Yes.
And then he brakes it.
Immediate
like
break.
parking brakes it.
Yes.
And this
And
launches
he's not strapped
him
in.
out.
So
Yes.
he launches.
And it does it in slow motion, and he has this look on his face where he's like flying majestically in the air.
Yes.
In the commentary, they were all talking about how he can't really be the villain because he's just so goddamn dedicated to winning. Because he's willing to just
makes him the
hurl
villain.
himself. Yeah, and I was like, no, that does make him the villain.
That 100% makes him the villain.
And it almost proves their point. He's such a dick.
Yes.
That
he's
he
doing
doesn't
this
care
all for
about his
himself.
own livelihood.
Exactly.
For the sake of being right. Like, it's almost proving their point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's only doing this too for himself. He's not proving that people are good. He's doing this for himself, which is proving their point of it being selfish about it, which makes it evil.
Well, the fun part about this debate is that you can easily talk yourself into a circle the way that they're debating it. I think
100%.
that's why that's why it's a joke of like a debate, like man is good or man is evil.
It's just so much. It's so much.
Because it's philosophical. It's not it's not a topic, a point.
No.
It's very philosophical, which I guess also makes it a good debate because there's no right or wrong.
Because it's
how well you can present your argument.
Yes.
So he's hurling himself into the air, and Jeff catches him.
Yes.
And Simmons goes, "He hates me, but yet he caught me. Man is good."
And there's
the crowd goes
uproar.
crazy.
Uproar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So clearly City College has won, and Annie panics and realizes that City College is going to win.
Right.
So she grabs Jeff.
And Britt is
she
about to
kisses
smoke
him.
at the same time, so there's a lot of tension happening. But Annie grabs Winger.
Annie grabs Jeff, kisses him, and I love the cuts to Shirley and Abed. And Shirley's tapping up on the shoulder going, Abed, Abed. And Jeff drops Simmons onto the ground.
Of course.
So Annie stops kissing Jeff and she goes, he was horny, so he dropped him. Man is evil. That's all the lead judge needed to see. And she just goes, Greendale wins.
Yeah.
And that song starts playing. You know that song. Everyone knows that damned song by those hippies.
I like that song.
Let me come home. Home is wherever you do. All right, so I've got to look up who does that song. There was a time. This is before that song became like huge. But there was a time where
Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros.
There you go. Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
That song became huge. And it was like everywhere. And I remember there was an award show where they sang on it, and I just remember going like, "Oh, they're a cult." Like, if you look up, like I can't speak for the audience, but I remember watching it being like, "This is fucking awkward."
Wow.
And I can't remember. That song is very good. What is the name of it again?
I like it.
Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros.
It's called Home.
Yeah, go ahead and Google their name, Rachel, and just go to image. They're a hippie. They're very like hippie commune looking, but when that's happening like on a stage at like the fucking Grammys or whatever the hell I was watching,
that could easily fall into
like
a cult. And that could easily fall into a cult. No, we're just here, because we all love each other and we want to express ourselves. Yeah, this is the cult.
Yeah, Edward Sharpe is a character. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not his real name. He abandoned the character in 2017.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe they're not a cult, but they're definitely. I mean, they're not a cult. We're having fun.
On, I'm looking this up now.
As far as we know.
Question mark.
But they definitely seem to be. They were definitely like
they're
a
totally just
commune.
like a hippie commune. Yeah. It's just an indie folk band, but at the same time, it could easily fall that way. If they wanted
it's just
to.
the way that it's just the way that they performed. It was very like, this is weird. Anyway, that song starts playing. Rachel, I've noticed a pattern with Community, and sitcoms can have patterns.
Of course.
TV shows can have patterns.
Of course.
It's perfectly fine.
Yes.
But I have noticed a pattern, at least with the first semester in the first season of Community, where these episodes, minus like the Halloween ones sort of, they all have a very similar structure. This one breaks it slightly too, where some event is going on at the school.
Yes.
The study group needs to participate in the event, or something happens with the event that they need to go to.
Yes.
And at the end, everything wraps up with a song, either diegetically or non-diegetically playing. The group bonds more than they did in the previous episode, and the music is playing to take us out.
Sure.
It happens in like every episode. And that's okay. It's just that the writing style that Dan Harmon and the runners have done, I'm just pointing it out as like, oh, there's a pattern developing here. Very much like Doctor Who or Totally Spies or whatever we've covered in the past. There is a pattern. It breaks. It eventually breaks as Community matures and evolves. But as far as the first dozen episodes here, that there's definitely a little pattern going.
It's not a bad pattern. It does it's the little sum up in the end and everything.
It absolutely works.
It does work for them though. And during this little montage at the end where it's like they win and we go over to Britta and she's just like, oh God, I don't want to smoke, because she's thinking about Pierce.
A threesome with Pierce.
That's right.
No, I think it's fine. I've said it before and I'll say it again on the show that tropes are tropes because if they're done well,
they work and they're enjoyable.
They work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it can have a pattern as long
absolutely.
as it works. Troy, when they're walking out, just goes, Simmons was robbed. I love it. I love that he was convinced, like, Simmons convinced Troy that,
he did.
That he was right. I love that. Shirley is upset.
Because they kissed.
And she says something that, according to Allison Brie in the commentary, they would all say to Shirley, they would all say to Yvette on set, because she goes, I'm a die by werewolf. Is how she says it.
They kissed. You do have powers. You die by werewolf.
Which is so great. You're going to be saying that the next couple of days, Rachel. I guarantee you're going to be going, I'm a die by werewolf. When we do Zombies Ate My Neighbors, you're going to be like,
I'm a die by werewolf.
I'm a die by werewolf.
Which does happen. It will happen.
Yes. Can happen.
Yeah.
The tourists.
Those tourists, man.
They kill you. Take a bite out of you. Bite your head off, man. But Abed tries to make her feel better by saying that in the next episode, we find out that Pierce is actually a genius. And she's like, oh, well, that's never going to happen.
That's right.
And walks away. And Britta and Pierce come out, and Pierce, you did it.
All I can think about is having a threesome in your hot tub.
In your hot tub. And she calls him a genius.
You're
and
a
Abed
genius.
gets concerned.
He does.
And then Whitman and the dean come out with the human being. And they have did you notice they have this like little trophy? They won this little trophy.
Yes. It's one of those participation trophies you'd get like if you were playing soccer or something. It was great.
Not even. Yeah,
No.
It's like even smaller.
Yeah. He says full moon tonight.
Yeah, they're like, let's take this party outside. Full moon tonight. And Abed goes, Shirley? And has to go warn Shirley because now he thinks that he's a witch.
But what if it happens?
I'm a die by werewolf. Annie and Jeff are departing, and they don't know how to exit each other because now they've had this moment where they kissed each other.
The tension is high.
Thinks that Annie is hot. The tension's very high.
So they're calling
each
other
other
buddy, pal.
Yeah, they're calling each other pal, but you're not my buddy, guy, to bring back South Park. They're like going to try to do like a hug or a handshake, and they can't figure out what to do because they're so tense.
So just pat me on the head.
Just pat me on the head. Because earlier in the episode, Jeff patted Annie on the head condescendingly.
Right.
So now she's like, just pat me on the head.
Right.
So she does. Which I have done to people before.
Patting them on the head?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Patted my friends on the head.
Sometimes they deserve a pat. Sometimes they don't.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's a good way to, a little pat on the head.
Yeah.
They head their separate directions as the song plays. One note about this, that gym that they were doing the debate in was a local high school, like in LA's gym. And there was an active shooter lockdown while they were filming it. So they got stuck inside.
God.
Which Which apparently they were like, well, we had plenty to film, so like it was fine that we were like stuck in there. It was probably like a gang shooting or something like that.
That's still scary, though. You don't want to be.
This is America, according to
sadly.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah,
Ugh.
that was one thing there. There was some other note that I didn't make. Oh. This is wrinkling my brain.
Yes.
I think Troy says that again, and he has the Troy
wrinkle in
actors
the
say
brain.
that again.
It's great.
But then the stinger is the actors for Abed and Troy are trying to do the library rap, and then it turns out that Abed is filming them, and Troy is assistant directing.
Yes.
this.
He's like, no, we have to get this right if you're going to do this.
I love how Donald Glover plays
He
this
looks-
with Troy
He's so
in this
pissed.
scene.
He's so mean.
Because he just cuts them and he goes, do you hate this? do you hate doing this? And then like pulls Abed aside and they like talk, and then Abed comes back to the camera and he goes, all right, just have fun with it.
Just have fun with it.
Take 36.
Cut. Let me ask a question. Do you hate this? Do you hate doing this? Do you? Let me talk to you. Can I talk to you for a second? Just hold on. Can you hear me? What is it?
So Troy is taking this very seriously. He wants to make sure that they get the library rap.
Of course, they got to get it right.
Absolutely correct.
Which
we did.
Unless this is what happened when they were doing the library rap, and they had to do it so many times. And
oh, you think so? You think this is Donald Glover doing like a? They said this was improv by
of course it
Glover.
is. Of course it is. But I like to think that he's just showing what happened to him when he was doing the rap. They just kept making us do it over and over again.
Just did it so many times. Yeah. Rachel, we have passed debate 109.
We have.
What did you think about this class?
Oh, I like this episode. I think it's a lot of fun. I like the antagonist to Jeff. I think it's a really great character. It's very fun to have him have to go up against somebody and kind of change up his tactics to do so. You love some good sexual tension between characters. Always enjoyable. And then we have all the silliness going on the side with, Pierce and Britta, because Britta has to, let Pierce be Pierce. The shenanigans of Abed, and I always love that kind of stuff, so that's great. So I enjoyed this episode. I liked each piece of it. I thought it was very fun.
Yeah, Aaron Heimelstein is playing Jeffrey Simmons and is a good villain, and he really should have been a good antagonist for different points in the series. It should not have just been a one-off.
Yeah.
But this episode's got Professor Whitman, it's got the Dean, it's got Simmons in it, it's got our gang. The human being is back. So IMDb also lists Liz Kakowski as a writer along with Tim Hobart. Wikipedia did not. So
okay.
just in case Liz
put that
did
out
write
there.
it,
We want them to know.
Objectively, because it's a debate. Objectively, maybe we've seen other episodes that are better than this. Maybe like better directed or written or more tight, potentially.
Sure.
But I think this pulls together so much of what we've learned about the characters so far. Every character is established by this point in this episode, where what they're doing and how they react, not to like steal Abed's thunder of like, and that's how you would react in that situation, no? When Shirley's being chased by the werewolf and she's like, am I being chased by a werewolf? And he's like, yes. And that's how you would react in that situation.
Yes.
Like, they have the characters a lot more tight. The actors do, the writers
understand
do.
them.
And everything that they're all doing is so in service to the characters, to the plot, to the jokes. We've reached a new level with this episode.
Yes.
For me. And they all get a little something to do. All of them. Even Troy, who's probably the one that's in the background.
Yeah, he gets a
more
lot of
than
background
the others.
work with these, which is interesting.
But all of his
he
delivery,
supports everything so well.
Yeah, the way that he delivers every line just punctuates everything so perfectly in this episode. Abed's soothsaying, Shirley being worried about it, Pierce and Britta, we talked about everything. All the characters are great in it. This one, so far, not to give away my rankings.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, yes, even the Dean.
Even the Dean.
I hate this guy.
Yes.
This is my favorite episode so far. It always has been one of my favorites from season one. I don't know where it'll fall if we combine the semesters, but so far, I think this is the best episode. Top to bottom, the most. Like if it's one of those where it's like if you have to show someone what is Community, you could show them this episode.
Oh yeah.
and get them like an idea of what this is.
I think you could. I think that'd be great.
So that was... I almost said the thing about it being on the shelf. We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet by a long shot. That was debate 109. So we are going to... did you look at the time, Rachel? We actually have to get to our... We're doing a podcast debate. It's us versus another podcast. So we really need to go study about that because we are doing our podcast evil. And we are on the side that, yes, they are. Which is not going to be very difficult to debate, obviously. So I don't really think we need to study, but we probably should do a little bit of prep work because otherwise I'm going to start singing Evil Woman in front of everyone.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah.
Apparently.
It's not going to work.
I got disqualified at the last podcast debates.
He just starts singing every time.
Well, it's a good tactic. It throws them off. Now I want there to be podcast debates. Give me that. Universe. Oh, all right. So we're getting kicked out of the study room. So until next time, I've been Kevin.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is Shelf Life. We'll see you at the next class, folks. Okay, let me grab my books here. You have the notes?
Oh, I do have the notes. Yes. Here, I got them. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I fall. Oh, don't help me up. Don't help me.
Okay.
Don't help me.
I won't.
Damn my talent!
Hey, can I ask you something I always wanted to ask the real Batman?
Yeah.
Am I good looking?
You're a very attractive young man.
I knew it.